What were some of the aha moments in our YouTube masterclass? One of the favorite elements that people loved was my referral to the work of Chet Holmes working with Tony Robbins. So Chet Holmes wrote the book The Ultimate Sales Machine, and he was working with various blue chip companies and doing a huge turnaround strategy. And what Chet Holmes proved is that at any given time, only 3% of the market is looking at buying your product or service. So if you don't do anything about creating a need and showcasing what are the risks and opportunities, but not doing something about your problem, you would actually be competing with the 3%. And is that the only small part of the market that you want to have? I'm sure it's not. 7% of the market, according to Chet, might have thought about buying a product or service like yours. Another 30% might have never thought about it. Another 30% think they probably won't be interested. But the last 30% no, they would not be interested. So if you would contact one of those people in the last 30%, they would literally throw the phone down on your ear and say, I definitely don't want to have your product or service. So what you need to do is people that are confused don't buy. People that don't have a need don't buy, but you can create a need. So by actually having a YouTube channel, by educating your clients and your prospects about the market, but also the fires that they're not aware of, they can start noticing what are the impacts and the risks and the cost factors if they don't do something about that issue very soon. If you can showcase how people can move away from their fires or their problems and move towards their dreams and desires, that will be your ideal message for your YouTube channel. But also not just for your YouTube. You could use this in your newsletters, you could use it on your Instagram, your Facebook, you could use it in all of your social media platforms, and even in your one-on-one speaking with your clients and presentations. Educate them about the fires that they are not aware of, and they will thank you for it much later. I was yesterday coaching one of my clients, and we were talking about the return of investment that he's actually working out for his clients to showcase that they're actually wasting money with the kind of chemical products that they're using on their farms, and that if they shift it over to the organic boosting product that he sells, they will have such more of a higher yield on their crops. And he's been saying to me that they've been working with berry farmers, farmers working with tomatoes, even cannabis, and they can actually prove that they can have a harvest 2 to 3 times a year more than what they're having at the moment. But what he needs to deal with in educating his client is actually showcasing to them that organic is not necessarily more expensive, and that what are the various steps that they need to take to become a partner of his? How can they test their crops in their fields? How can the process work with them? And how can they become partners? So can you, through your messaging, educate your client not only about the fires and their dreams and desires, but also about your process, about your case studies, the success stories you've had, and showcase to them that you and your company can be trusted, you have credibility, and you have proven success rates. So with my presentation coaching, for instance, I always refer back to the speakers that won awards, that won funding for Pitch SA. One of my recent coaches won the Speaker Factor. And by actually showcasing those people, it shows my credibility that I do work with people that does yield results. I also have an entrepreneur that keeps on using me whenever she needs to work on her vendor pitches for some of the big banks. And what has her results been? She got listed as a top supplier for Absa Bank after taking part in an elevator pitch vendor party. She has consistently been able to give work through all of her partnerships because she's in the IT space, and they've been successfully implementing projects for Absa Bank for the last 2 years. And she keeps on getting more and more work, and she comes back to me whenever the contract renewal has to happen or when she needs to have those important meetings. What I've also found that through the coaching that I do, people actually empower themselves, come across as much more confident and credible. And I've seen half of the people that attended my Power of Persuasion bootcamp in November last year have all secured promotions and new jobs. So whether you are an entrepreneur that actually wants to step into your confidence, get funding, actually get onto a proper vendor base of a big corporate, or you actually want to promote your own career and be taken seriously and potentially become a leader in your business, come to me and I'd be able to help you. If you have sales and marketing teams that need to reach out to their clients in this new world of online, that need to run webinars, that need to educate their clients, reach out to me. Please subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of videos on presentation skills, consultative sales, and developing leaders and teams using emotional intelligence. Become the leader you would follow. Hit the bell and you'll get notifications of our upcoming videos.